What's up, boys? Coming at you again with another steroids video. Um, in this video, I want to talk a little bit about Deca or nandrolone decanoate. So here, guys, I have some Deca 300 by Dragon Pharma. It's actually one of my favorite underground labs. I find their stuff to be pretty good quality, and yeah. So Deca, here it is. I just want to give you a little bit of a close-up of a cool-ass dragon. Pretty sick, right? And then this is a 10 milliliter vial. See right there? And each milliliter contains 300 milligrams of the hormone. And then we see here it says for intramuscular use only. And speaking of intramuscular use only, here I also have some testosterone. And this also says for intramuscular use only. Now, I'm sorry guys, but I'm about to go on a little tangent here. So I've been reading, well, I've always read like bodybuilding forums and everything. And I recently got banned from some of these forums for being a dick. For being a dick to people. And I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just when I give advice, I come off as a dick. But it's for this reason, guys. One of the things that really bothers me is what it says here on the vial. It says for intramuscular use only. Now, as far as I'm concerned, only means only for that. Yet, guys, on the forums, or kids, I don't really know what they are, who they are. There's like this whole, what do you call it, like this trend where everyone's like, oh no, we're not going to do intramuscular, we're going to do sub-Q. What sub-Q means is subcutaneous shots. And a subcutaneous shot differs from an intramuscular shot because an intramuscular shot goes all the way into and inside the muscle, a sub-Q shot will only go into, let's say, your like epidermis or your fat tissue. In other words, a sub-Q shot, it doesn't go as deep. And like I said, this bothers me, bro, because like the medicine is clearly telling you how to take it, bro. And I just don't know what these guys are thinking. They're like, oh no, this and that. Woo, sub-Q. And then later on, I like, okay, for example, I'll recognize some of these usernames on these bodybuilding forums. And I remember there was this one guy who was just giving me shit for like, oh, intramuscular shots are like, primitive. Sub-Q is like the new thing. This and that, really giving me a hard time, downvoting me. And then a few months later, excuse me, guys, that same username is like, guys, help. I have a lump under my skin or whatever. It's turning red. It's hot to the touch. I think it's infected. And of course, me being the, what do you call it? The vengeful type. I decided to comment on his question on the forum. And like I said, since I'm a vengeful piece of shit, I decided to scold him. And I told him, hey, weren't you that guy that preaches sub-Q shots? And I went to go on to tell him, how is that working out for you? Because clearly it isn't, right? No, that's like just one example, but I've had several over the years, and eventually I guess they just, got reported so many times. But honestly, guys, it's just like, my advice is sincere, and it comes from the heart. And I just get frustrated because I feel like, I don't know, some of these guys, they don't give like the respect that these drugs deserve. Seriously, there's a few guys who shouldn't even be using these things, yet they are. Again, on the forums, there was this guy who's talking about he hasn't worked. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna give a brief summary, of his question. It's not gonna be word for word, but it's along the lines of like what he said. He's like, hey guys, I haven't worked out for like 10 years. I'm trying to get back into it. I have a gut now and I'm trying to lose love handles. My diet is shit. But I ordered Tren. And here's another problem with that, guys. Another problem is these drugs, bro. These drugs, they're not crutches. These drugs are not designed to get you in shape every time you decide to let yourself go. I'm sorry, guys. It's just so frustrating sometimes trying to get people to understand my point of view. My point of view is though that you can build a wonderful body, a beautiful physique, an attractive physique without these drugs. Really, you can. I was natural. I myself was natural for what? Let's say 18 years, 17 years before I decided to hop on. And the only reason I do hop on is because I like competing. And at that level, it's just an entirely different ballgame. Yet I see these guys, like I'm saying, who don't compete, who aren't dieted down, who don't have a basic understanding of, their own body. And then right away they jump on drugs, bro. And even worse than that is they don't even hop on something, let's say, basic. They'll go straight to like Tren or like, the harshest steroids that even experienced users like me don't fuck with, bro. But like, I don't know, like I just I try to understand their point of view too, and I guess what I'm getting from them is they just they want like drastic results, immediate results, bro. But at the same time, these drugs they're not miracle workers, It's a sad reality, but a lot of the guys who use steroids, they don't look like they are on steroids. That's the funny thing. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry about that little rant, but yeah, let's get into Deca now. So I'm currently cycling. Well, I'm almost about to finish my cycle, and in this cycle I ran Deca. I ran Deca with some tests, and yeah. So let's talk a little bit about this Deca 300. So usually when you hear the name Deca, that's not the actual steroid or the actual hormone. The actual hormone is this one right here in black, right there, where it says nandrolone, and then where it says decanoate, that's the ester. Just like in this one, it says, alright, I'm looking right here, guys, in the black. It says cypionate. See, that's another ester. So usually they'll give you the hormone, which is in this case testosterone, and then they'll give you what ester it is. So it'll be cypionate, or enanthate, or undecanoate, or phenylpropionate, shit like that. And that's where Deca got its name from. Look at the ester, you see that? Decanoate. So a lot of bros, for short, they just eliminated that last little thing. You see? And then voila, Deca. And it caught on pretty quick, I guess, because it just rolls off the tongue nicely, like some Deca. But yeah, guys, honestly, Deca was one of those steroids that I read a lot about, did a lot of research, and scared myself. For those of you who research these things, you'll know that Deca has one side effect that fucking that's scary as hell, especially if you're a male. That side effect is Deca dick. But honestly, bros, this is just something. I mean, I've heard it once on the forum. I'm sorry, I've heard it multiple times on forums and throughout my career. And I guess I'll go ahead and say it for you guys here, is that everybody responds differently to these drugs. And honestly, that's the case for Deca and with me. So before I got on Deca, I watched a couple videos, read some, I guess what you call testimonials and all that. And then a lot of the guys were saying, oh, Deca dick, but my joints are good, or it helps with the joints, and this and that. But for me, bro, Deca is like, I don't know, it's almost like, it's kind of like a boring steroid. And let me just explain what I mean by that. It's alright, so when I was natural, I used to like fuck with pre-workout and shit like that, shit to give me an edge. So like, for example, let's say I drink a coffee, like a black coffee, no cream, no nothing, just a raw black coffee. And then immediately you feel jittery, you feel alert, you feel ready to go, like a pre-workout. But Deca is nothing like that. It's just, you shoot up and you go to the gym and you're like, I don't feel anything, and you don't really feel anything until, I want to say, about maybe week 6, or between week 6 and week 8. It's just like, I remember I was working out and and I was looking at myself, and And then it hit me. I'm like, holy shit, bro. The Deca has kicked in. And I remember too, I was fucking training chest, bro, and oh my god, bro, like my muscles had never been so fucking big in my life, bro. It was like it's crazy, bro. It's an awesome feeling. I was fucking I've never been so big, bro. I was like, Jesus Christ, bro, I can't hide this now. Like, you know, like these are things that I never, because I've never gotten so big. You know, I've never experienced these things, these problems, because I've never been so big, bro. But yeah, you know, I honestly like this a lot, bro. If I could rate it, it'd be a solid 10 out of 10. Now, I like steroids because, for mass, at least those are the steroids I choose, you know? Like, there's a lot of other steroids, and, you know, there's some typical ones and not so typical ones. And the typical ones, I mean, are the mass builders, like Test, Debo, you know, Deca. And the not so typical ones are shit like Trend, you know, like the 19ers, you know, the ones that like burn fat too and shit. But now I like Deca just because it's a mass builder, bro. It's at its core, that's what it is. And yeah, man. Uh, so my weak points on my body are my legs, and I'm impressed with Deca because it helped me add some fucking size to my legs, bro. And I don't know, it gave me confidence again, and you know, I had minimal side effects with this, and that's bringing me to my next point, which is the Deca dick. Honestly, I shit you not, bro. I was fucking scared, and I thought I would never try this because of that reason, because of that side effect. But I'm happy to report that my dick is fine. It works. I can pee. I can get a boner. You know, and everything works good, guys. Believe me, everything's okay. I can pee. I can release other fluids. You know, everything's good. Yeah, guys. Basically, everything I was scared about it wasn't true. But like I said, I can't speak for everyone. Like I said earlier, these drugs affect everyone differently. And yeah, it's just my story, guys. Um, my my junk is it's fine. Extremely happy about that. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, my joints. So another thing that when researching Deca, another thing that was prevalent was a lot of people reported pain relief in the joints, and I want to report that I definitely had that too. It definitely helped with my knees and my hip and my elbow. I had pain in my elbow, my hip, and one of my knees. And I swear to God, bro, it's like I feel like I'm a kid again and shit. You know, like I can run around, jump around, fucking fall, bust my shit, and I'll be good. And yeah, honestly, guys, I almost feel like I don't want to come off of this because before, dude, like, just walking, I had like pain in my knees and my fucking hip and my fucking elbow. And yeah, this definitely helped out, guys. Like dead ass. No one. I feel like no one really knows exactly how this goes about working, like the actual science behind it. I've heard people say that it helps with like synovial fluid production, which is like the fluid between your joints. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But yeah, I definitely had some relief in my joints when cycling this bad boy. Let's see, how much muscle did I put on, bro? I don't know. I put on definitely like 15 pounds or more. And the thing about Deca too, like the main, like, what do you think, like how do I say it? Like the main, the thing that stands out about this is just the mass, bro. Mass. It's a fucking awesome mass builder. And, like, depending on your body type, you're either gonna like it or not. And for me, I like it because I'm a fucking skinny guy who's looking to put on mass, and this delivered exactly what I wanted. And, yeah, guys, also another thing I think I read with this is that you can also get gynecomastia, which is bitch tits / puffy nipples / man boobs. But nah, I also didn't get that. But I'd like to think that's because I didn't cycle this whole fucking at that high of a dose. So I was cycling this at about 300 milligrams per week. And yeah, I definitely got some fucking good results, guys. And yeah, like I said, I was running this with some tests. So whether that has anything to do with the side effects, I'll leave that up to you guys, up to debate. Yes, my thing, or like my thinking going into this cycle was, if I'm gonna run Deca, it's gonna shut me down, and it could also give me that Deca dick. But this was, like I said, guys, before I knew how it actually affected me. So I was like, all right, well, if anything, if that happens, I'm gonna run it with some testosterone, and if anything, I'll just run testosterone at a higher dose than I would the nandrolone. And yeah, guys, I'm about 3/4 of the way done with this cycle, guys, and I'm very happy. My mind is good. Everything is good. The only real side effects I've had is I think it's my heart or my blood pressure. And yeah, I want to give you guys real information, sincere information. But something I noticed is that I feel like with Deca, dude, it's like, I don't know, like my heart, it just beats like super forcefully. Like, I'm gonna try my best to explain this, but like the heart beats like tum 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 tum, right? That's normal, tum 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 tum. But with Deca, I felt like it would be like tum tum, like tum tum, like really forceful, heartbeats. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of scared me at first because I was working out, I was doing some heavy lifts, and then I just felt my heart start beating like really like forcefully, like so forcefully that it could pop. Maybe that's how I could feel it. And although it went away, and it doesn't happen all the time, I just want to report that it does happen, and it did happen to me. But what I was thinking is, Perhaps it's my heart trying to compensate for the extra fluid in the bloodstream. Let me just explain what I mean by that. So let's say this vial, right? This is my body. And all that fluid, all that oil, that's the blood that's naturally floating around, right? Well, when you inject, when you shove another liter, another milliliter into your blood, it's basically like, all right, we're taking more fluid, and then we're pouring it into our body. So let's imagine we fill this up with this, and now we got all this extra fluid. And that's what I think is going on. That's what I think the reason is for my heart beating more forcefully, because it's usually on the days I take the shot. So I'll take the shot of Deca, right? And I'll go about my day, and then later on I'll go work out. And then that's usually when I'll feel it. But like I said, I think it has to do because you shoot up, and well, all that oil, it goes straight into your bloodstream. And your bloodstream circles, and it goes back to your heart to get pumped out again. So you already have like a set volume of blood, right? So when you go ahead and put more into it, I feel like your body compensates. And that's what I believe is happening with my heart. But yeah, guys. Thanks for sticking around. And yeah, here you are, guys. Deca, very fantastic steroid for muscle mass. Yeah, it's well tolerable. Like, you can tolerate it. No real problems thus far. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching.